A pleasant good morning, my friends. This is your Trinidad Monday. This is your program, my friends, Close to the Heart, on Saturday, the 19th of March 2016. It's a pleasure being back with you, my friends. I wasn't going to program today because my body is feeling very weak. These days I'm feeling very tired, I need lots of rest. I definitely can use a vacation and probably to Miami or something. That's to ease my mind, and especially at work and gym, it really takes a toll on you. Nothing mention, with the issues of the day, my mind constantly thinks. That's why sometimes at my workplace, I'm very quiet and stuff because, my mind constantly thinks and that is why I do not need, I do not need to, I do not need to prepare myself for this program because my mind constantly thinks so I know exactly, what I'm going to say because when I look at the issues of the day, my friends, every day my heart is breaking. I'm hurting, and each day I get more and more emotional, and that is why I do what I do. That is why, even though I may be exposing myself, it's hard for me to stay quiet, because I do not want the crime to come and affect me. Because only when it affects us, then we need to speak out. So we must not be selfish, my friends. Let's stand with one another. Let's love and serve one another. Be our brothers and sisters keeper, and not think about only ourselves. And speaking of that, my heart goes out to my good friend Inshan Ishmael and his family for the trauma that he and his family went through. I mean, imagine my good friend Inshan Ishmael Wednesday was arrested, right? Claiming illegal parking when his car was indeed, he showed footage parking inside the TMMS school compound, right? And they treated him as doing some kind of criminal, right? Having him waiting 3 hours in the police station and fingerprinting him, right? So when the real criminals are out there and the police service are trying to be we're sleeping, and what we need to do is deal with the corrupt elements of the police service. That is why I call for things like police cameras and police uniform, breathalyzer, lie detector, psychometric test on these officers if we truly want to deal with the issue of crime, any sort of crime, white collar crime, blue collar crime, you name it. We need to deal with crime in a holistic manner, and first we need to deal with those high in authority who have the power to change things. That is why I'm calling on the police, the commissioner of police, to intervene in this matter, make a statement, and remove Mr. Kato and Mr. Brown from the police service of Trinidad&Tobago, my friends. And we, the citizens of Trinidad&Tobago, must stand by my good friend and mother, Inshan Ishmael. Because we could be set up any given day. This could happen to us. And if we sit down and allow this madness to continue, our country, my friends, our country will be a lawless society. No rule of law, no rule of order, my friends. So there's a petition posting below, right? So support, click on it, and sign and comment on why you like these two gentlemen to be removed. But I won't call them gentlemen, I call them monsters. Because if you could make my two international two daughters who like my two sisters to me, they're like sisters to me, cry, right? Cry in the school compound while they tow my good friend International away to the police station. No transport for them, right? They were left at three, right? And they're crying for daddy. How does that make you feel, my friends? Tell me, how does that make you feel when there's no respect for humanity at all whatsoever? No compassion for a father who went to pick up his own children and and they took him to rotten jail for 3 hours. How does that make you feel? How will you feel if you was in that position? So I call on each and every one of you, support this petition, stand up for what is right, And do not be afraid, my friend. I know I'm exposing myself, but you see when I can make my two sisters cry, I mean, they're children, and I know miserable children, they're kind-hearted children, they're well-behaved, and Inshan's family, have been so good to me. And when you could touch them, you're touching me too, right? And it really affects me, and I'm not gonna wait till something happens to me or crime for me to speak out. We need to get rid of these corrupt elements within the police service if we really and truly want to solve crime, my friends. So I call each and every one of you to support this. Call on the government of Trinidad and Tobago to do something to not only to not only we need a permanent police of commissioner, but we need to deal. There needs to be a bill on to deal with corruption in the police service. I'm calling on the AG, the Minister of National Security, to please do something and also state their position on this matter. This is important, my friend. This is serious. When a man can be set up, and there are a lot of persons out there who are set up by the police service at Trinidad and Tobago for years in jail, and right, and had to stand trial and not one shred of evidence. How does that make you feel, my friends? How does that make you feel? And it goes, and then don't mention the justice system in Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, my God, when you look at the justice system, it's such a sham, right? Lack of evidence, DNA, you name it. So, my friends, I'm really concerned, and you know what it all boils down to, my friends? Leadership. We had a leadership crisis. When you look at this whole issue with students, and I'm gonna tie this in. When you look at students could burn down school, burn down a school, right? Throw bombs at a restaurant. It shows that there's lack of leadership. When you look at the teachers and the principals, they need to start taking charge of the schools. I ask myself, where's tutor, right? In calling in terms of cameras for schools, we need to mobilize for that, right? We need boot camp. I'm calling on the government of Trinidad and Tobago to implement things like army patrols in the schools, right? These youths who wanna play badjan, right? So there needs to be the city leaders of Trinidad and Tobago. They have the power to change things, to make things better for us citizens, the law-abiding citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And if the leaders lead by example and do what is right, you will see how this country, you will see how sweet TNT could be, how this world could be a better place for us to live in. And when we want to deal with the issue of corruption, and you look at this whole issue with Marty McDonald and stuff, that is what power does. You understand? And persons who high in authority things, believe in their mind that they could get away with it, right? So we have the power to change things. We have the power. God give us a mind and a heart to do what is right and to speak out. Let us use that wisely, my friends. Let us not be selfish, right? And my when you wanna talk about friends and family benefiting from these constituencies and public sector and stuff, within these government ministries, I'm calling on the government of Trinidad and Tobago, right, to implement some kind of law or something where person can be where persons like boards or if anyone like a chairman appointed friends and family to be held accountable. There should be a no nonsense approach to any party that appoint their friends and family, because that is nepotism. That involves corruption, my friends. Right? Especially when someone's salary can be higher than than those who work within the organization, right, are not doing a single thing. Right, my friend? Yep, because there are persons out there who are making more money than the Prime Minister trying to be going to, my friends. So when you look at that and you look at persons, you look at the little clerical assistants in constituency offices in public sectors, you know, making making huge sums of money, It begs the question, it really begs the questions, is that person qualified? And that's the next thing, is that person qualified? So we need to look at this whole list of qualifications also in any organization, including especially police service at Trinidad and Tobago, especially in terms of training, whether it's public sector, the private sector, you name it. And that is why all organizations need to start taking control and start doing what is right, not what is popular, my friends. We have the power to change things, make things what is right. We know what is right from wrong. Right, my friends? So, what I'm seeing today in our society is, there's no control, because those, and you know why this is happening, my friends, in our beautiful land? Because those who really want to make the change, who really, really have the country at heart, and who really, and is not getting the chance, right? It's those who, it's those who are not qualified, right, and their friends and family, etc. They are benefiting, and the ones who really want to make a difference, not, you know, they are deemed outcasts, right? So I am really concerned when I'm seeing in my beloved nation, and I call on each and every one of you. Let's speak out. Let's speak out for what is right. Let's pray for this nation, my friends. I ask myself, where are the religious leaders in today's society? Where are they? Do they only care about filling their pockets? When they like a nice car, nice house and stuff. But when they see a community suffering, and they see homeless persons coming in within a religious place of worship, and nothing is being done, what does that tell you? What does that tell you about your leader, about the leadership within your religious organization, right? What does that tell you, my friends? Where's the business sector? All those heads, of NGOs and stuff. Where are all of them? But you see, it's all about benefits, and it's all about them. So we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, need to call our leaders from every sector of society to do what is right, my friend, to do what is right. So, my friends, I'm really concerned. I continue to pray for this nation, and let's all pray and hope that things will change. Right? Remember, we have the power to make things change. So let us do that, my friends. Let us do this, right? Let us do this for TNT, and let us forget about party politics, and let us unite as a nation, right? Because what is happening here in TNT and other PNM, UNC, COP, ILP thing, it's all of us, and we need to survive in this crazy world we live in. So, my friends, I thank you all for viewing. May the Almighty God bless each and every one of you. And well, I don't think I'll be having a program next week, because next week is gonna be a very spiritual week for me with the 3 days final period of Lent. So and plus my body needs rest. So I'm feeling very tired lately and stuff. I'm trying not to get too caught up. So my friends, I thank you and take care.